All right. Let's see. This class has been very beneficial for me in terms of development, and I think that some of the concepts can definitely be applied into my field of hospitality and restaurant management. Let's see. When you're managing people like in a restaurant, it's a fast-paced, stressful environment, and so I think that one of the biggest challenges in hospitality is employee turnover. How can you get people to not quit and leave your company because they think the grass is greener on the other side, or maybe they just don't like the managers, whatever it may be. Like that's a challenge, right? And so I think that one of the cool concepts is like learning what motivates employees and how you can motivate the employee to get the job done. Like another great concept or challenge is change. And I think that learning about how people freak out or how people don't like change is important. Something that I think will be very valuable with me is when I become a manager is that I need to understand that employees don't like change. They have fears, whatever. But as long as you communicate with the staff, and another interesting part is like just keeping them involved. I think that's how you get results and hopefully reduce turnover. I think that also learning about just having stronger interpersonal skills will be huge in terms of just creating relationships with your employees, where you show, hey, you know what, you're not just a employee XYZ who works from 9 till I say so. Rather, you're employee XYZ who I care about, and I want to know how your family's doing, and I want to know how your day's going, and all those great things. Um, let's see. One of the biggest takeaways, again, is that there's not one magical way to manage employees. It's not like you take a Mickey Mouse cane or whatever you want to call it, a wand. I forget what my kids call it, and just go tink tink tink, and voila. No, everyone's unique, and so what works for Alfonso might not work for Rick, right? Um, I think that just understanding diversity is important as well, like especially when I'm taking other CSN classes. This class will help me understand that as well. Even when I'm working with other classmates and doing projects, I need to understand where they're coming from. What's their culture? Are they about doing stuff on time? Do they like to slack? Whatever. This class definitely is cool. It helps you see the bigger picture of how to manage and why it's so important and how you can be effective. These days, I think one of the biggest areas that I see from weaknesses from my managers that I work with is that they don't have very strong interpersonal and social skills. And so just learning from their mistakes and taking a class like this, I think it's put me in a really good position when I apply and graduate. I think one of the coolest assignments that I did for this class is probably, no, is it? Definitely the SWOT analysis. I think that's a great tool for companies, and not only companies, but for yourself. Like, if you could do a strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat chart, you can kind of see where you're at. And once you see where you're at, you can know where you're going. I think it's important to constantly look at that and analyze what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Even when you deal with your employees, you got to learn how to manage and deal with that conflict. I've also felt like, on a side note, conflict is great. It's not good, it's great. Um, you kind of like move forward when it's handled correctly. Um, and I don't think I would have been able to do it if I hadn't taken this class. And so for that, I say thank you.